Tanjiro trained for 2 years on a frozen mountain, slicing boulders until his hands bled. Rock Lee did 5,000 push-ups a day until his knuckles shattered. Both became legends of discipline, but which training would break you first? Most people say Tanjiro's. They're wrong. I'm going to break down both training regimens, the physical punishment, the quit points, and the psychological cost. By the end, you'll know exactly which one you would quit first. And if you want to know your real discipline archetype, whether you're built for Tanjiro's grind or Lee's intensity, take the free assessment, link below. Let's settle this. Tanjiro's physical regimen wasn't glamorous. 2 years on a mountain, every swing carving pain into muscle memory. He breathed through bruised ribs, sprinted through thin air, and learned to cut cleanly while starving. Urokodaki's challenge wasn't about strength. It was about stamina without finish lines. No trainer, no applause, just repetition until the body obeyed instinct instead of doubt. Scientifically, this is aerobic endurance under deprivation, building capacity by starving comfort. The danger, overtraining, collapse. Most people would tear tendons by week 3. Rock Lee's training was pure physical punishment. 5,000 push-ups, 5,000 squats, 10-mile runs in weighted vests heavier than some demons. He trained until the skin split on his knuckles, until gravity begged for mercy. Lee's system is progressive overload on insanity mode. He used volume to break limits, not finesse. Biomechanically, his load exceeds safe human recovery threshold. Without chakra healing, you'd hit neural fatigue inside of a week. Physically, Rock Lee's regimen is more punishing, but that's not what breaks most people. The body heals, the mind, that's where most lose. Most people quit Tanjiro's training at the 6-month mark, not because they're weak, it's because they can't see progress. 6 months of striking a rock that doesn't move, 6 months of blisters healing just to split open again, 0 cracks, 0 proof it's working. That's when your brain starts whispering, you're wasting your life. It's the point where motivation dies and discipline is born. The quit point isn't pain, it's when faith runs out. Most people quit Lee's training by week 2, when they realize the pain isn't getting easier, it's getting worse. Progressive overload means every week demands more. Your strength improves, and so does the punishment. It's a cruel loop. Adapt, suffer harder, repeat. There's no relief, only resistance. The quit point isn't the pain, it's realizing pain never stops. So now you know when most break. But the real collapse doesn't happen on the mountain or the mat. It happens inside, where belief and identity start to fracture. Tanjiro trained with a weight no manual covers: grief. He wasn't building muscle, he was building atonement. Psychologists call it post-traumatic motivation, using loss to fuel growth. But there's a dark edge. It works until it doesn't. Every swing of his sword was guilt therapy. Every cut, a confession. The level of purpose is powerful and exhausting. Most people break when the reason that drove them starts hurting them. Lee's greatest enemy wasn't Gaara or Neji. It was his own identity. He built his worth on hard work. But what happens when hard work breaks your body? This is identity collapse. When who you are and what you do become the same thing, and you lose one. Discipline without self-compassion becomes self-destruction. Lee was ready to die to prove effort beats talent, and that's exactly what almost happened. So, which training breaks you first? The answer depends on what drives you and what you fear most. Physically, Rock Lee's regimen is harder. 5,000 reps a day will break anyone's body, but that's not what breaks most people. For the average person, Tanjiro's training is the real killer. 2 years of invisible progress, no praise, no feedback. That's where 99% quit. Lee's pain is visible. You see growth. Tanjiro's pain is silent. And silence is a void most humans can't survive. So, if you need proof to keep going, Tanjiro's training would break you first. If you crave validation, his mountain will bury you. But if you're built like Tanjiro, quiet and internally driven, then Rock Lee's public humiliation would destroy you instead. Discipline without praise is hard. Discipline under mockery is hell. Here's the truth they both discovered. The training that almost breaks you is the one that actually builds you. Tanjiro's silence taught him self-trust. Lee's humiliation taught him self-worth. The question isn't which hell you'd survive, it's which forge would make you unbreakable. If you're the relentless like Tanjiro, you thrive on invisible progress. If you're the warrior like Rock Lee, you need a battlefield to prove your worth. Neither is wrong. The trick is knowing which environment builds you. Take the free discipline archetype assessment below and discover which path you're built for. Train smart, train hard, and train where your mind won't quit first. Join the Starheart Guild on Patreon for weekly discipline missions and mental drills. Until next time, friends, under the glow of stars, we forge our future together. Captain Gio Bravo signing off. Peace.